Hey guys, excuse me, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that's your sun, moon, or rising, these messages are for you from May 22nd through the 24th, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I ask that you please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. Also, if you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me. Payments and orders are collected on Fridays. If payments are made too late, then they have to be bumped to the next Friday. And then also, if you guys are wanting to reach me by phone, that is a separate process. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get notifications when I'm taking the live calls. So let's get started here. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Four of Pentacles. We have the Moon, the Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the Druid or the Hierophant, Page of Cups, and Six of Cups. Okay, so looks like you guys are trying to suppress your emotions. You may be having triggers, or maybe this is something that's already been happening, like you've been getting a lot of triggers, having to deal with past emotions that have been buried or suppressed, like something brings it up. I feel like there is a need for you to purge this energy so that you can move forward, or so that you can unblock, because I'm also getting too that there's blockages in your life, especially emotional blockages. It might be financial blockages too, but it does seem like there are blockages in your life, but I feel that it's really coming from within. It's really coming from within. You're holding your own self back, or because of things that you have not resolved within yourself. It's like being projected, and there's a need for you to overcome that. If you've been experiencing any type of, situations that bring about fear or trauma, I feel like that had to come out. Something had to shake you. To get you to acknowledge, like, hey, I am not healed. Like, I need to work on that. What do I need to do? How can I correct this? So I feel like some of you are just needing to still do some healing. You also may be getting prepared, like these anxiety triggers are happening because something's getting ready to change or shift in your life where you've got to deal with it. You've got to deal with things that you didn't normally want to deal with. Let's say you always thought you were going to be a bad parent. So you had already made up early in your mind that you didn't want any more children. I mean, any children, period. Or let's say that you were abused as a child and you were like, I'm not having any children, because what if I have those traits, or, just something. And so, bam, you're getting ready to have a baby. You're a girl, you're pregnant, or you're a guy, just found out you got somebody pregnant. And all these feelings that you've been suppressing about your childhood starts coming up, and you're maybe being a little negative and saying like, what if this and that happens, or, this, I can't bring a child into this world because this, that, and the other. And those ideas are formed because of the things that you've experienced. You've had some bad experiences, and so you're projecting them, or feeling like that's what's going to happen to you, or that's what's going to happen to this child. You're afraid you're going to end up being an abusive parent or something. But I feel that something is happening to show you, hey, you've got to heal from those traumas. Maybe you've been avoiding getting pregnant, or having babies all this time, and now you're pregnant. So it's just like you've got to deal with it now. Let's say you've been burned a lot emotionally in relationships, and you've been avoiding relationships, and you're like, no, I don't need nobody. I'm just going to be single because everybody always disappoints me. and you've been moving about on your own very successfully. Then the next thing you know, here's somebody coming into your life, and you're like, oh no, this means that I might fall in love, or, you know, this means I have to share my space with somebody. Worse, my heart, you know, it's just like, wait a minute, I don't know, I wasn't ready. So I kind of feel like some of you might be feeling that way, because it does look like you're being stubborn, or you're trying to block some sort of energy from coming through, like you've got walls built. You're like, I'm not letting them come in, like nobody's ever getting that close to me again. And I can see you maybe being guarded or building walls, or just acting really stern emotionally. I feel. Now I'm also seeing a number 29, so I don't know if 29 or 2/9 is of some sort of significance for you. I feel that you also could be coming off a little cold and distant with people in general, but I just feel like it's for protection. I feel like something's going on in your home, like your 4th house. I don't know what it is, but I feel like something's going on with your 4th house, or your 4th house is getting ready to be activated. So in astrology, what I mean by that is if you study astrology, you might want to look to see what sign is on your 4th house, and any planets within. If there's no planets in your 4th house, look to see where those planets are, because I feel like something's getting ready to happen where that house and those planets are getting activated. Let's say, for instance, you have 4th house Cancer. So your 4th, maybe that is like maternity instincts are being triggered, or it doesn't just have to be about that. Maybe you like to cook for a living, and you're going to be doing some sort of cooking, or maybe you are able to go to a restaurant. Some restaurants are open out where I live, so I don't know, you know, what's going on. But yeah, there's maybe you're going out to eat, or maybe there's a lot of cooking. Maybe there's just having a sense of security. Also, I have an astrology theory. I don't know how true it is, but because I study astrology, but I'm still not that deep into it. But I have a theory about your 4th house is what gives you security. So depending on what sign is in your 4th house, that's something that gives you security. So another example, let's say you have Sagittarius as your 4th house. Maybe you get a sense of security from spirituality, religion, or travel. Like, for whatever reason, that gives you security, that gives you a sense of home or whatever. So, you know, or maybe you want your home to be in a place, in a different location from where you were born. Maybe you feel more connected to foreign places, like that gives you a sense, like you were born and raised in Texas, but you feel connected to, Bali, for whatever reason. You're like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm connected to Bali and the Bali people. So I don't know, it's something that could be going on, getting ready to, you're being prepared. I feel like this is you getting prepared for something that's getting ready to happen, dealing with your 4th house, dealing with stability and security. So again, we do have these changes. There is some sort of shift coming to you. I feel like the tables could be turning in your situation. So maybe you go from nervous to being confident. Maybe you go from single to in a relationship. Maybe you go from in a relationship to single. But whatever the case, it just looks like there is some sort of changes happening, or, you know, there's also some sort of cycles that may be coming to an end, or something that is shifting. Some of you might be, to my female viewers, some of you may be starting your menstrual cycle, or your menstrual cycle might be ending over the weekend, which could be also used as confirmation or a sign for times to change for you. Now, or maybe it's missing, like I gave the pregnancy example. Maybe you're supposed to get your period and it doesn't come, and you're like, oh shit, like what does that mean? So now also here, this weekend looks like you're going to be learning about, like you're going to learn about something that you were unaware of, or that it was some sort of secret. Like I feel like something becomes, something is brought to your attention. Not in a negative sense, it's just that something's brought to your attention. Like if someone had feelings for you, I feel like they're going to reveal them. If you didn't know something about the government and how it operated, maybe you did some sort of research and now you understand something. Maybe you're learning something about spirituality or religion. Now, what I'm also getting for some of you is that you could be, if your career has been stagnant, I feel like you are going to get a promotion. If you don't get a promotion, and I feel like you're going to get an offer from some place that you applied to in the past, or somewhere where you used to work. Like you're going to get a call back. And whatever the case, career-wise, I feel like you're returning to something that you used to love. Something that you're passionate about. Maybe you haven't been doing, what you've been passionate about in a long time, and something happens where you're like, you know what, I think it's time for me to get back to this. But it looks like it could be like a career changer. Career-wise, there also could be some sort of transfer. Maybe you're finding out that you're getting transferred. Especially if that's something that you asked for. It's like, okay, you put in a transfer a few weeks ago, a few months ago, it finally came through, it's been official, yes, you have permission to transfer. So I feel like something's also being made official, or something's being confirmed, and something is being established in your life. Something's being established. I feel that if you guys are definitely studying some sort of occult or esoteric knowledge, you're feeling very familiar with what you're learning. I feel like whatever it is that you're researching that deals with spirituality, it's like you're unlocking some sort of hidden or suppressed DNA. Again, like to me, this does look like suppressed energy. Maybe you've been trying to hold it back. Maybe you were some sort of witch or some sort of high-ranking spiritualist in Egypt, or in a past life, maybe dealing with Vikings. I don't know. I feel like some of you are tapping into, on a spiritual standpoint, I feel like some of you are tapping into some sort of past life energy, like your career, what you did in a past life. And then even for that, you might want to look and see where your south node is placed, or look at what planets are in your 10th house. Maybe your 10th house ruler is in the 4th house. So say for instance, your 10th house ruler was Aries, maybe Mars is across in Libra, sitting in the 4th house. So something, you might be returning to something that you used to do in the past or in a previous life. I don't know though. It looks like you could be trying to suppress some things. Another personal example is when I was little. I know some of you might not know, I was raised Muslim. So, very religious home, pretty straight arrow. We didn't swerve from tradition. We were pretty traditional with our beliefs in Islam. But our house had like books and books. I don't know who the previous owners were, but there were a lot of witchcraft and sorcery books in one of the closets. And I remember going through those books and just having like this curiosity. I wasn't afraid of it. I remember seeing that Baphomet deviled head with a little symbol, and it didn't scare me. I was just like, what does this mean? It was just curiosity. And I remember my mom always wanting us to stay away from those books and being like, don't read them, don't look at them. And I do know that she even threw some away. And I always wondered, like, why did you throw that away? So it's like, it's like, for me, I feel like I must have been involved in something like that in a previous life, because I'm comfortable with that stuff now. Not that from a sense where I'm just some big evil witch doctor, but you know, I just have an interest in it. Like I would love to like study certain things like that without being attached to it. I know somebody might be like, oh, stay away from that, Temaj, but it's like, no, that doesn't scare me. Yes, I do believe that energies exist, but I feel like certain people are given certain pieces of information for wisdom or for growth. So and this also looks like a spiritual initiation for me. So some of you could be getting initiated spiritually over the weekend. Matter of fact, I was reading through one of my books that I have, and it said something, it confirmed something that I had talked about, and I hadn't even read that yet, but it confirmed something that was already instilled in my DNA, that when you're initiated, it doesn't necessarily mean that the men in black or whoever comes knocking at your door and they're like, get in the car with us. You could be getting initiated through dreams here. Like you're dreaming about things. And I do dream a lot about symbols. And people showing me symbols. I remember someone showing me a black cube just recently. And I know about the black cube, but I noticed in a dream they were really like, no, look at the black cube. And I was like, what is it? I know it has to do with Saturn. I haven't done all the research. But you know, it's like you can be initiated in dreams, put it that way, or secrets could get revealed to you in your dreams. So yeah, you could be getting some sort of spiritual initiation, whether it's in 4D, 5D, or in this physical 3D realm. Now, romantically, I feel that there is someone getting ready to reveal their feelings for you, and you are going to have like a strong connection with this person. It just feels like you guys are so connected. It feels like you're soulmates. It's a very strong familiar energy, or it could literally be someone that is from your past, childhood, an ex. It could be someone from high school. You know, it's just someone that, or an energy that you are familiar with. So some of you, it might be an ex, and maybe that's why you're stressing over here, an ex that you don't want to talk to. But for the most part, it could very well be someone that is just an energy of a soulmate energy, like you just feel like you know them. Something I was getting ready to say. Oh yeah, and it could be you could be dealing with any sign. So far I have Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe Gemini or Libra. So let me look here. I feel like there's a need for you to also be patient, because something is getting ready to change sooner than anticipated. I feel like there's something that you've been also waiting to happen for, but it's already been like a long time. I feel like for the past 4 months, into the 4 of Swords just fell out again, but maybe for the past 4 months or 4 years, you've been waiting for something to manifest. And I feel like now, whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it happens. It's getting ready to happen here. Let's see here. So I feel that somebody has been holding back. I feel like someone's been holding back, not wanting to admit to themselves even that they have feelings for you. It doesn't have to be an ex. It might be a friend. It might be just somebody. And I feel like this person has been like, I don't want to admit that I have these feelings. And I feel like at some point, this person can't hold back anymore. Work-wise, I feel like somebody needs a break. Looks like somebody's been working really, really hard and finally gets to take a little break or a vacation this weekend. I also feel like someone keeps having some sort of dreams. They're like, I keep dreaming about this person. See, it's like something's been ongoing. See, yep. some sort of dreams. And it's really been you trying to suppress something that you didn't want to deal with. You didn't want to admit that you either missed someone or that you're still angry with someone. Or you might have mixed emotions and you're like, why do I keep dreaming about this person? I feel like your subconscious is just trying to process. And then I also feel, like I said, someone is getting ready to come into your life. Like something's getting ready to happen. I almost feel like it's just like any minute now. Let me look at the Six of Cups. Oh, again, we got, okay, so someone's getting ready to share with you everything. They're like, this is everything. This is all of me. This is everything I've been feeling or thinking. I just feel like it's getting to be too much. Also could be dealing with a Virgo. If someone was too busy to date, or if someone was being held back by either a relationship or their work, I feel like now someone is getting ready to make time out for you, or now they have some sort of free time, and it's like because they have this free time, they have no choice now but to say how they feel. I'm also getting something about either the state of Illinois, something about Illinois, even Chicago specifically. But I'm not sure what that is, but I feel like I'm seeing the colors of Illinois, that turquoise blue and that red. Wait, that's Chicago Police Department, isn't it? I don't know, but I'm getting that color for whatever reason. I don't know what that's for. Maybe that's just where you live or where your person is from, or now I was getting a ringing in my ear. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to be single. Whatever you've been waiting, patiently waiting for, I feel like it gets revealed over the weekend. It's a piece of information is going to be shared or given to you. And it doesn't just have to be romantic. Maybe you've been waiting to hear from a friend. Like I said, a career, some sort of career that you used to love doing, or a passion that you used to have. If you're studying spirituality, maybe you finally get some clarity about some dream you had 4 months ago, 4 years ago. Now, I keep seeing 16 in this card too, so I don't know if 16 or reduced is 7. I don't know if 16 or 7 is of some sort of significance for you. And 21. Again, it's just about something someone was hiding or holding back. There could have been some sort of delays, and now something's being released. Something is no longer delayed or on hold or held back. I also feel like if someone was maybe connected to a fire sign, they're moving on from that fire sign, or you as a fire sign are moving on from something or someone that could have been holding you back. If anyone has been afraid to fly or travel, you may be overcoming those fears. If you've been waiting on some sort of health results, I feel like you're cleared. Something is cleared. You're okay. Clean bill of health type energy. You might also find out, it could get confirmed if you're pregnant or not over the weekend too. Some of you, I do feel like it's saying, yeah, is you got a positive test result back. And especially with that cross or the two lines. So yeah, it looks like for some of you, you might, it's going to be confirmed that you're expecting here. Now this is for the weekend, but also something could be happening on the 10th or at the end of the month, which is in the next 10 days. And then let's see here. Any other changes we got going on? Something significant could be, something maybe significant could get ready to happen for you dealing with these transits in the sky. So maybe like when Mercury is conjunct Venus, or when Mercury is in Cancer, that could create some sort of shift for you. That actually, the Mercury in Cancer doesn't happen until the next 6 or 7 days. So, but still, that might be something that is affecting your life some type of way. Just get ready for some sort of changes. Put it that way. Your life is getting ready to change. Career-wise, relationship-wise, location-wise, financially. All right, so what additional messages are there for fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I feel like somebody's going to lose weight too. Like when you stand on a scale, even if it's only a pound, I feel like somebody lost weight. All right, so we have hostility, door to spirit, action, woman holding a heart. So the central issue seems like someone wants to offer their heart. They want to open up. They want to trust again. They want to love again. But at the same time, maybe someone has been guarded or someone has been fighting it. And I feel like that's going to be released. There's a window of opportunity that's happening that's going to allow for some sort of change to occur. You might discover that your love interest is leading you to a spiritual path. Or it could be that your career is leading you to a spiritual path. Something looks like it's opening up an opportunity for spiritual growth. And it looks like you are running through this door. So it looks like you're taking action. Whatever has been stagnant is no more, like I said. If this is about someone who's been holding off coming towards you or sharing how they feel, I feel like there's going to be action. So something's going to get confirmed or established for you guys this weekend. And then here we have the number 44. And I kept saying something about the 4. The 4th house, or the number 4, seems very significant. I don't know if that's someone's life path number, or if that is someone's birthday on the 4th or the 4th month. Something happening within 4 days. Something happened on the 4th. Something happened 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago, 4 years ago. I just feel like that 4 is really significant. So I feel like get ready for what's to come. I feel like something also, once something opens up, things just start moving really rapidly. These are going to be quick changes. Your life might seem like it's shifting or changing overnight. I feel like someone is kind of releasing some sort of negative energy to clear the air. Someone also might be literally burning sage and then opening up the windows to air out any type of negative energies. Matter of fact, you might need to sage your home. Whatever is happening, I feel like some sort of blockages are being cleared or removed, and there's going to be movement. I'm also seeing something about these birds. So I don't know if birds have been your spirit animals, or if you're getting ready to receive some sort of news or messages that just change your life for the better. I feel like something exciting is on the way. And I also feel that you are being guarded or protected by spirit. So, like that saying, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I feel like that is the attitude that you need to take on, in case there are, some energies around you that do want to harm you. And I feel like something's going to be released. And then, like I was saying, was I saying it for this reading or another one? Something about that 144. No, that was the other reading. But maybe that applies to you too. Something about that Jesus bloodline. I don't know if you've looked that up. But I know something about the 144 or children of Israel, something like of that sort. So that's on a spiritual standpoint. Baby's breath, baby's breath. Something about baby's breath. Now that also can be a literal flower arrangement, something with baby's breath. Or like you're finding out that you're pregnant. There's a spirit coming into you. I just feel like there's going to be some sort of release, and I feel like there's an opportunity that takes place and you're taking off and going places. So those are the messages that I have. Hopefully it resonates, but feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.